জাতিসংঘ সাধারণ পরিষদের সভাপতি নির্বাচিত হলেন বাংলাদেশের পররাষ্ট্রমন্ত্রী ডক্টর খলিলুর রহমান। ৯৯ ভোট পেয়ে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বী সাইপ্রাসের প্রার্থীকে হারান তিনি। সরাসরি ঘুরে আসবো সেখান থেকে।
Because even in the procedural rules themselves, they are being challenged, as we have experienced many times before. The role, therefore, and indeed that of the wider General Assembly, has to be evolved in an era where consensus is no longer a given, where defending the Charter has become a daily necessity, especially by this hall, the General Assembly, and therefore especially by the President and the Secretary General. And looking at the world outside, unfortunately, I cannot promise that the 81st session will become any easier over the next 3 months. The Assembly will need to continue addressing major intergovernmental processes, including implementation of the Pact for the Future, as well as ongoing reform efforts through the UN80 initiative, which we are currently in the midst of, again in the spirit of better together, between the Secretariat, the SG, and the Office of the President of the General Assembly. And we try to set the pitch for the next session, dear Mr. President-elect, that the Assembly has already taken major steps forward on UN80, particularly under Workstream 2. Just yesterday, a set of changes was implemented that, while seemingly small, is actually quite significant, I would say even a milestone for this Assembly, reducing speaking time to a sharp amount of time, and also having an implementation and review how we can be also more efficient in our daily work in this hall. There have also been improvements to other arrangements for mandated meetings, helping to ensure that every member state not only has a seat in the hall, but also has the opportunity to be heard with a full hall, for example, like today. So I'm looking forward to working with you and your team over the next 90 days on further reform measures, including efforts to make High-Level Week under your presidency not only successful, but also a little more streamlined. On that note, I'm also pleased to say that we have also made progress in easing the workload during that week by better distributing high-level meetings. None of this is to suggest that the regular workload of the General Assembly will be any less demanding. All of it will require patient, tenacity, and unwavering commitment to our multilateral system qualities, for which you, Mr. President-elect, are more than prepared. Your decades of diplomatic and multilateral experience will serve you well during what promises to be a particularly consequential 81st session, as you work to build a more effective, responsive, and trusted multilateral system. In this regard, I commend your vision for the 81st session, Restoring Trust, Managing Transformation, a United Nations that delivers for all, which reflects a deep understanding of the gravity of this moment.
জাতিসংঘ সাধারণ পরিষদের সভাপতি নির্বাচিত হয়েছেন বাংলাদেশের পররাষ্ট্রমন্ত্রী ডক্টর খলিলুর রহমান। আমরা সরাসরি জানাচ্ছিলাম সেই খবর।